Hello, everybody. My name is Haster, and I'm going to make a little bit of a clarification before I begin this video. Now, a long time ago, about, oh Lord, how long has it been? Double checking, double checking. View channel, manage videos. Good Lord. All the way back on January 18th of this year. January 18th of this year, I put out some videos. I believe I made the video on that day too. Specifically, it was Dissecting Propaganda, 1 out of 6, Section A. Now, I need to clarify, or rather correct something I said. I described fence sitting as being analogous to uh, academic detachment, like being one and the same. And that's not the case. Pardon me. In reality, academic detachment is a little bit more than just fence sitting. In fact, it would actually be better to describe it as fuck. No sneeze. It would be better to describe academic detachment as I'm going to be pro both sides until I have to make a decision, and then I will side with whichever I believe having a greater weight of evidence. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that one side is right or not. It is just going with the one that seems the most correct. Now, I bring this up because a certain someone, I wonder who, named Jackson, sorry, not Jackson, named Kaiyo, made a video, and this video is old. It's about 2 weeks old. Basically, I can't imagine being a fence sitter because fence sitters are pussies, is effectively what this boils down to. And then he rants a little bit here and there and uses some straw men. I won't say that he likes men because I don't know that for sure. But let's just let him speak.
When there are streamers who are like trying to sit on the fence to appeal to everyone, I couldn't imagine ever doing that. I couldn't live knowing that a MAGA bitch watches me, you know? Like the moment I even get a hint of MAGA-ness in you, like you gotta go. Like I don't with that at all. It's okay if you're a Republican and you watch me, because that's like different, right? I guess. But if you're MAGA, you're not even human anymore to me. You're just like a cultist member. I don't vibe with that at all. So when I see VTubers that are fence sitting with a whole ass like fence up their pussy, I don't understand how you could ever deal with that shit in your community, even like knowing something like that is around you. Ew. The righties like to argue about like, oh, you claim your place is a safe space for all, but you don't want these people like MAGA in your community. Well, yeah, because the moment you enter, it's not safe anymore, you dumb like you're a parasite, duh, because you think like everyone's existence in this chat, including me, is like not valid. So like, why would we want you here? Are you dumb? Like, what a stupid argument. You're actually brain dead if you think.
All right. Funny that he makes the claim that, you're brain dead if you think that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. To begin with, his first claim, I brought up fence sitting and the difference between fence sitting and academic detachment. Academic detachment for kind of this reason. It is okay to not take a stance on something. It's perfectly fine. Of course, when it comes down to it and you just based on, oh, well, it looks like there's more evidence this way instead of actually looking at the evidence, that's when it becomes a problem. You can not take a stance on something. That is a valid option. If you can stand on the fence, that is ground you can stand on. I know sometimes I get frustrated when people just kind of like wish-wash back and forth. And I will say that it is a flaw of mine. But I also, and I try to do better about it, I also understand that sometimes you can't make a decision based on what is currently available. And when this guy, or people like this guy,
There are streamers who are
not necessarily this guy in particular, but this course of argument that I can't believe I couldn't fence it. I couldn't ever have potentially like one side opinion. Well, one, you're boxing yourself into a specific like group of thinking. It's borderline groupthink. And I specify borderline because it's not a group of people necessarily. He's just boxing himself. He's boxing himself into a hole, and he's refusing to dig out of it in any other direction because he could dig into a hole that he doesn't want to be in. Instead, he will just sit and he will bitch and moan. And I'm not really, given everything like context wise in this clip, this is from his own Twitter. This isn't taken out of context. This is his own posted thing. It was posted like I think the 21st. Yeah. Yeah, March 21st of 2026. It is also kind of ironic that he says, I can't believe that you would do this. I hate it when other people do this. And blah, 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 blah. When he then, 2 weeks later, as of, I believe, yesterday? Yes, yesterday, at 11:18 a.m., he says, we got to stop telling VTubers that they need to act a certain way to become successful. It's better to create content for the type of audience you want to attract if you want a sustainable career/hobby. It's kind of ironic that he would say, oh, well, you can't sit on the fence. How could you do that? I would be disgusted with myself. Well, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, even I can hold myself to account for something I said like 3 months ago. Not 2 weeks, 3 months. All right. I'm surprised that he, didn't have the, hell, I would even describe this as short term memory to, remember that he said this. But of course, I'm not him. He's not me. Thank God.
Or like trying to sit on the fence to appeal to everyone. I couldn't imagine ever doing that.
That's a skill issue. You're the issue there. If you can't comprehend something, ask why. But you're not going to ask why. I know that he's not. He wouldn't ask why because, well, why would he? After all, this is his kind of content. The kind of content that he wants to act in order to become successful. He wants to act into to become successful.
Couldn't live knowing that a MAGA bitch watches me, you know? Like the moment I even get a hint of
I'm a MAGA bitch. Believe me, many MAGA bitches have watched you. I mean, granted, I know he's being hyperbolic. He's using emotional language. Well, maybe not emotional, but he's being emotional in his language when he says this. But
or like trying to sit on the fence to appeal to everyone. I couldn't imagine ever doing that. I couldn't live knowing that a MAGA bitch watches me, you know? Like the moment I even get a hint of MAGA-ness in you, like you gotta go.
I'm going to pause here and I'm going to ask you, the viewer, a question. What is MAGA-ness? Giving you some time to think on that. Let's continue.
I don't with that at all. It's okay if you're a Republican and you watch me, because that's like different, right? I guess. But if you're MAGA, you're not even human anymore to me.
Whoa, not even human anymore to you. Well, that's a bit rude. I mean, you could say that about the, oh no, you can't. Yeah, no. That'd be a Democrat talking point from way back in like the 50s and 40s and 30s and 20s and basically back when Abe Lincoln abolished slavery. Yeah, that was a Democrat talking point. Of course, it was in reference to the blacks, not being human. I don't believe that. In fact, one of my best buddies is black, and he's like a brother to me. Like, he is family. But that's enough out of me in that regard. He used a very interesting qualification here, specifically MAGA and Republican. Um, MAGA is primarily a Republican group, so I I don't want to say he's doing a goofy little like, pardon me. I don't want to say he's doing a like composition division fallacy here. I think he's just a retard. But that being said, he is, however, being ambiguous in what it means to be MAGA. Now, what do I mean by this? Not once in this entire video that he put out does he specify what it means to be MAGA. But he knows that if he catches a whiff of it, you're gone, sent to the Shadow Realm, the dog yard.
At all. It's okay if you're a Republican and you watch me, because that's like different, right? I guess. But if you're
Is it different? Come on, tell me how it is. He's just, oh, but that's different, I guess. Like, you're just brushing over it because you don't actually think it's different. You're full of shit. You can say, I don't like Republicans either. At least have the balls to do it.
you're MAGA, you're not even human anymore to me. You're just like a cultist member. I don't
If you're black, sorry.
vibe with that at all. So when I see VTubers that are fence sitting with a whole ass like fence up their pussy, I don't understand.
Are you saying only women can fence sit? Are you saying that being a fence sitter is making you a woman? Are you using being a woman or having a pussy in a derogatory sense? Oh, very, very chauvinistic. That's terribly rude.
And how you could ever deal with that shit in your community, even like knowing something like that is around you. Ew. The righties like to argue about like, oh, you claim
Oh, straw man time.
your place is a safe space for all, but you don't want these people like MAGA in your community. Well, yeah, because the moment you enter, it's not safe anymore, you dumb like you're a parasite. Duh. Because
And all the shower bottles clapped. Yep. The shampoo clapped. The conditioner cheered. The soap fainted and fell off the shelf. Are you fucking serious? No. Your argument here.
you want these people like MAGA in your community. Well, yeah, because
Yeah. Why don't you want them there? Because you don't want your little echo chamber to be broken. That's why. You don't actually care what they have to say because they're wrong, you're right. In group bias, they're outside of the group.
the moment you enter, it's not safe anymore, you dumb like you're a
The moment that we let blacks into our schools, they won't be safe anymore. No, I understand. Democrat tendencies tend to die hard. Don't get me wrong. But he's definitely not beating any allegations. Like, anything that he says is basically just old, like, 1860s Democrat propaganda. It just, I, it hurts my head how people can be this dumb. Like, I try to do my best to understand, because, in my opinion, if you can't understand, it is an ish you. If they can't explain it to you, it is an ish them. And if you can't have a conversation about it, it is an ish both of you. Unfortunately, it seems that I'm having an issue me right now because this guy's a fucking idiot.
parasite. Duh. Because you think like everyone's existence in this chat, including me, is like not valid. So
Straw man.
like, why would we
Also, little zinger sound effect. Wait, hang on. Do I have my soundboard clean? Hold up. Doobie doobie doop ba 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 ba. I do. I do have it on. Now let me go to my sounds. Where is my hairbrush? There it is. So, oh, wait. So, are you saying that you're close-minded? There, I too have stupid sound effects that I can use. Although I don't know where my one is. Oh, there it is. I'm not going to use it. Don't worry. But this whole straw man line of argument, it's dumb. Why is it dumb? Well, one, you're attacking a straw man. You're not even being accurate about the straw man because you don't interact with anyone, even by your own standards. Like you said it yourself. I don't fuck with MAGA. If I get a whiff of MAGA-ness out of you, I don't fuck with that. He said it himself, like right here.
Of MAGA-ness in you, like you gotta go. Like I don't fuck with that at all. It's
So you don't even understand what anyone would say because you immediately just block them out. So you're going to straw man some argument, making yourself look like you know everything that you could possibly have. Or actually, no, I'm being disingenuous when I say that. Let me correct myself. You are framing yourself as though you understand everything that the MAGA could throw at you. And that how all the MAGA are just these bigots and they don't believe that you exist or that you're valid. Fucking, I don't know. Go sit on a fence.